Yeah.
Hi guys.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Gutting. I am gutted of that. You know, he started so well. It looked like this is going to be an amazing response to, the recent form and the defeat to Bournemouth. But we collapsed at the end of the day. We couldn't just keep up the level of performance, and it's hard to take because we needed a big performance, and in one way we got it, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to get a win, or even a point. And the way we conceded goals, the sloppy mistakes, that's what people are going to remember, and that's what cost us at the end of the day. It's just really, really difficult to take.
네, 오늘 패배가 너무 힘들다고. 안녕하세요. 좋아요 한 번씩 부탁드릴게요. 블러드 검사놈님 참을 만큼 참았다. 포스텍 아웃이라고. Someone saying Postecoglou out.
And Zhao, I don't want to sack him. Look, at the end of the day, were we like 11th? We're 11th,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, we were 11th.
So that's obviously not good enough. I can't deny that. That's not a position we want to be in. That's not a position we should be in. And that's completely correct. Well, do I believe we'll end in that position? I like to believe we won't. Even based on what I saw today, can we go on a good run of form at some point? Yeah. Clearly we're out on our feet a lot. Clearly we're struggling with the size of the squad and being able to change things. That's clear. And when we're on our game, we're still very, very good. Like we still were in the first bit of the game. But the questions are there, and the jury's still out about: is this way of playing sustainable? Is this way of playing too much on the players? Is it too intense? We want to be the most intense team in every phase of play, and is that something that is achievable with the squad that we have?
잘할 때는 잘하는데 이게 90분 동안 유지가 될 수 있는지, 그런 축구가 이제 감독님 스타일이 이렇게 에너지를 많이 요하는데 그런 거를 잘 확신이 없다고 그러네요. So are you losing faith that players can maintain that energy level for 90 minutes? Is that what you're saying?
When we're 11th, it's hard to keep the faith, isn't it? I'm not going to have as much faith, when we're in that position, or compared to if we were higher up the pitch, or higher up the table. Sorry, so of course I can't sit here and say everything's going swimmingly when we're 11th in the table. We wouldn't be there if everything was going swimmingly. We've lost 7 games this season. We've lost 2 on the bounce. Those are all, it's hard. You can't justify that. If you told me the beginning of the season would be 11th after 15 games, and if you asked me if that was acceptable, we've now lost more games than we've won, I think.
지금
We've lost more
11이고.
games than we've won. So
right.
I think we've lost 7 and won 6. That's nowhere near good enough.
지금 10일이고 이게 패배가 지금 승리보다 더 많아져서 너무 아쉽다고.
Regardless of injuries.
Yeah.
But today it was funny. I'm sure people will be pointing at Son today with that miss at 2-2, and that was a big moment in the game. Can't deny it. He has to score that. We know that's Sonny's big moment.
Yeah.
That was his big chance of the game.
Yeah.
Ironically, it was probably been one of his better performances of the season before that miss. I thought he was giving Caicedo big trouble. He set up that chance for Solanke. They struggled. Good corner for Solanke for the header as well. They struggled to contain him. They did. And that's why they had to take. Had to change Gusto because they struggled to contain Son in that first half. And second half he was a bit more out of the game, and obviously he had that big moment where the big miss. He did still end up scoring, even though it was at 4-2. He got his goal. He also got in behind once which Sanchez had to save. So actually, I still thought he was looking sharp, and it was one of his better games, like in recent weeks. But everyone's going to remember that miss. And it is, look, to be fair, that was the big moment of the game. 2-2, 20 minutes to go. He scores that, we're in the lead, and we're seeing out staying in the lead for the last 20 minutes. Instead, he misses. 2 minutes later, they score, and all of a sudden we're chasing the game. And that was the big moment.
그래서 손흥민 선수가 오늘 그 빅찬스 미스, 여러분 채팅에서도 얘기하시는데 그 얘기를 해봤는데 너무 아쉬웠다고, 골 넣었어야 된다고. 뭐 우리도 할 말이 없죠. 이게 1대1 찬스였고 손흥민 선수가 아쉬운 건 맞지만, 근데 심이 얘기하는 거는 이제 경기 내내 손흥민 선수 경기력이 너무 좋았다고. 손흥민 선수를 수비할 수 없어서 이제 교체됐잖아요. 풀백을. 카이세도를 이제 중앙으로 옮기고 말로 구스토 선수 넣고 이제 라비아를 빼고 손흥민 선수를 막을 수 없었기 때문에 코너킥도 잘했고 솔랑케 선수한테 찬스도 만들어줬고. 근데 손흥민 선수한테 다 뭐라 그럴 수는 없어요. 경기력도 좋았고 근데 그 찬스는 아쉬운 건 사실이다. 그거 넣었으면은 이제 3대2가 될 수 있었는데 그 2분 후에 우리가 골을 먹혔으니까.
Not happy, man.
How are you feeling?
Not happy at all. Not happy at all. Came out a million miles an hour today. Brilliant.
First 15 minutes.
Yeah, we were brilliant. Caicedo should have got sent off, which would have hinged the game even more. And I don't understand how they don't send him off.
카이세도 선수 퇴장 당했어야 된다고.
I think that was a massive moment in the game because we were well on top at that point.
He earned the PK penalty.
Yeah, I know. And Romero's last year was probably about half of the penalty what Caicedo's was today. I mean, red card, what Caicedo's was today. Joke, but look, at the end of the day, we come out a million miles an hour and I can praise the first 15-20 minutes as much as I want, but I feel we crumbled today. As much as we had moments, you know, Sonny has that chance, we had some more chances as well, we crumbled. And the mistakes you have, you can't warrant that. Like, the penalty that we gave away, Basuma in the middle of the park, should have come on the inside when he went on the outside, he lost the ball, chases back.
Yeah, I think Bissouma, we just gotta admit that he's not going to be this top player out of Brighton because Brighton has produced so many top level players. Bissouma's not that. I don't.
He's got the quality. He's got like attributes that can be, but
He's
at
shown
the end of the day,
flashes.
he's too much of a hopper.
Yeah.
He gets too many
Never going
stupid
to be-
bookings.
yeah.
And he's not controlled enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's never gonna be like Casemiro, like top
No, no,
level
no, no,
number
no.
6,
No.
Rodri, like never.
That's why I keep saying we need a top 6 to come into this football club.
Yeah,
Desperately.
we've been saying it. Yeah. 그래서 비수마 선수 아쉬웠고 페널티킥 준 것도 그렇고 네, 사르 선수 PK도 yeah, people saying like we lost because of Bissouma and so on. I mean that yeah a little bit like PK도
I don't think we lost because of these
Because
guys,
of them, but yeah,
they definitely helped to the downfall. I think it was
Yeah.
a collective thing today.
I think the
because-
fullbacks played well.
yeah, Doggy and Porro were good
Yeah,
today.
풀백들은 오늘 defensively.
Yeah, I
수비적으로
agree.
잘했고.
I agree, but the reality is we crumbled. We did a Tottenham Hotspur. This is what we do. And it's so frustrating. We've got big games coming up now. We just need to get back to winning ways as soon as possible.
Yeah, and Sim was saying that Sonny, like in a weird way, was one of his best games this season. He was beating Caicedo and
Yeah.
had that chance for Solanke, had that chance for the corner that off the ball from Solanke. So he did everything but the miss. So, but the
his-
miss you have to score. Right?
He was trying so hard,
trying so hard, yeah.
to bring a reaction from the team.
Yeah.
He was trying so hard, and it was just so unfortunate because that chance that he missed, you know, like 9.5 times out of 10 times, Sonny is finishing it.
It's so right.
It's just so frustrating at that moment in the game, which was so pivotal, 2-2. You've got to score that.
And 2 minutes later they scored.
And literally, if you want anyone in the world on that
That's
chance,
him.
it was
That's
Sonny.
him. That's him. I want him more than Kane in that position right there. That's him.
So frustrating.
그래서 예, 손흥민 선수가 거기서 찬스를 놓친 거에 대해서 오늘 그거 빼고는 경기력이 너무 좋았잖아요. 그래서 그 얘기를 다시 한번 했고 솔랑키 선수한테 어시스트 할 뻔했고 코너킥 그 골대 때린 솔랑키 코너킥도 손흥민 선수가 줬고 근데 그 찬스를 놓쳐서 그거 2분 후에 이제 페널티킥을 내줬거든요. 그래서 손흥민 선수 경기력으로는 깔 수가 없어요. 근데 이제 그 찬스를 놓친 게 아쉬운 거죠. 네, 여러분 감독이랑 이렇게 뭐 레비 이런 생각 어떻게 생각하시는지 감독 아웃이 더 많아질 것 같은데. So are you losing faith in Angel? Yeah.
I am losing faith.
Yeah.
Look, I like him. I really like him. And I want him to prove me wrong. But the results just not good enough. Since the first 10 games last season, a lot of managers have been sacked for a lot less at this football club. And as much as we can show flashes and show signs of brilliance, you know, the first 15-20 minutes here today, the Manchester City game, you know, Villa, West Ham, all these games, I just feel like consistent problems just keep coming up. Just keep coming up over and over again. And, you know, you even look at Sonny, for example. He's not getting him in the best areas and the best formation.
No. Yeah, no. I think selfishly for me, for myself, and for our Korean fans, like he's not the best manager, not the best tactics for him. I mean, Conte Mourinho used him a lot better.
Yeah.
So
But look, I hope he can turn it around.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'd love more, but like I said, I've been saying all week that I keep questioning him week by week more and more and more. And as much as I don't want him to lose his job, I can't see how he's not going to lose his job. And I still think by Christmas, I don't think the results are going to turn. So I think he could be gone by Christmas.
감독님이 크리스마스 전에 잘릴 것 같다고 벤도 이제 더 이상 감독이 잘했으면 좋겠는데 그렇게까지 못 될 것 같다. 이제 결과를 많이 못 가져온다고 하고요. See, like Rangers, I don't think Ange, his tenure depends on win or loss that game.
If we lose to Southampton,
if we lose that, he's out. Because you got to think we're going to be 13th at that point, 13th, 14th. If we win that but lose Man United or Liverpool, that's Christmas.
The thing is though, like I agree with what you're saying, like on a normal case, but maybe Daniel Levy's thinking about it. If I sack Ange, then what? What after that?
Yeah.
Like, because I hate this whole rinse. I've said it all. Like I keep saying consistently, rinse, repeat, sacking, hiring managers. We can't keep going in this direction. I think maybe Daniel Levy is feeling that, but I don't know how you can not when the results are the way they are. But then what do you do? Ryan Mason to interim?
Yeah.
Who's going to come in?
That's what I've been saying.
Who's going to come in?
Yeah. United took Amorim, so who is out there? I don't know.
Someone that's not got a job. There's no one out there. But the one I want, if Ange was to go, is Iraola from Bournemouth. But can you get him out mid-season? I very much doubt it. But look, let's hope he can turn it around because the results need to turn and need to turn quick.
그래서 감독한테 좀 믿음을 잃고 있고 이 레비가 계속 감독만 바꾸는 것도 한계가 있지 않냐. 맨날 너무 짜증난다고 너무 계속 감독만 가르치어서. 네, 우승컵 든다면서요 했는데 한번 물어볼게요. 아직도 희망이, 왜냐면 저도 맨유전 같이 가는데 So United game, we're still alive, Carabao Cup. I know it's hard to see the positive right now, but if we win that game, then do you keep faith? I mean, do you give him a little bit more time?
I mean, look, the reality is not up to me to give him the time. It's up to Daniel Levy and what he will do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm saying that I can't see a future because of the way Daniel Levy acts with his managers. I've always said that we need to give time to our managers and we need to, I've been very angry with Spurs and very angry with Ange over the past week. And I've said that I can't see him carrying on. I just really hope that he can turn it around because I really like him. I like him so much. But it's just these continuous things that keep happening.
그래서 벤도 그 감독을 좋아하는데 엔지를 좋아하고 사실 저희 셋 다 좀 그런 마음인데 이제 레비가 자르는 거가 이제 레비의 마음이잖아요. 그러니까 이 사람이 예전에 한 걸 봤을 때 엔지보다 더 잘했는데도 자른 감독들이 많아서 네. 조금 희망을 잃고 있는 것 같습니다. 네, 한계 초과 마리님 맞습니다. 네. 네, 지금 오신 분들 좋아요 한 번씩만 부탁드립니다. Yeah, fans are feeling the same down a little bit.
Yeah.
네, 그러면 여러분 또 하실 말씀 있나요? 궁금하신 거? 네, 좋아요 한 번씩 부탁드립니다.
We got a sunny goal. We didn't get to see the celebration today.
No.
Rushing back to the sense.
I'll do it for you, bro.
네, 소니 골 넣었는데 쫓아가느라 셀레브레이션 못해서 벤이 대신 해줬습니다. 네, 여러분 그리고 레인저스도 So who's going to Rangers? Sim?
I'm going to Rangers.
심이랑
I'm in the
저랑
studio.
가니까 You're in the studio.
Big game, Matt. Big
Big game, huge game. I was telling Ben in a weird way, that's not gonna, Ange's future is not gonna depend on that game.
Well, if we lose badly, I don't know if it'll depend on it, but
I don't think so.
I mean, if we start falling in Europa League as well as the Premier League, I mean, then obviously there'll be even more questions. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
the way
If Ange loses his next two games, can he survive that?
next two games,
Yeah.
including Southampton,
Rangers and
he's gone.
Southampton,
Yeah, I think if he loses Southampton, we'll be like 13, 14. There's no chance. But Rangers,
then ask Ryan Mason to take over the Man United game. Is that what we're saying?
I mean, classic.
라이언 메이슨이 또 감독으로 들어온다고.
But you know as well, like the way Spurs play at the moment, and how we get terrorised down both wings. Man United, they play three at the back with a wing-back system. Ahmed Diallo as wing-back has been destroying teams. So I'm not looking forward to that game with Ange either.
그래서 맨 유나이티드가 이제 우리 카라바오컵 8강 있잖아요. 거기서 이제 맨유가 이제 윙백을 쓰는 3백 시스템을 쓰다 보니까 좀 걱정된다고. 경기 끝나고 들어갈 때 울었어요. So a lot of fans were crying with Sonny because basically Son was devastated, like
Yeah.
absolutely devastated. And some people saying like he was shedding tears. So I saw Vicario like held him and kissed him. Like,
He knows it was a big moment.
he knows it.
He knows it.
yeah.
Of course. It was
손흥민 선수 알 거예요. 네. 아쉬운 거 알고.
the game kind of hinted on it.
네, 찬스 마무리했어야 된다고. 다들 같은 마음이시죠, 여러분. 그러니까 손흥민 선수가 넣었어야 되는데 아쉬운 그런 마음이죠. 네, 여러분 그러면 제 직캠 올렸으니까 뭐 하나 에디팅하느라 잠깐 내렸는데 지금 바로 다시 올려드릴 테니까 직캠 봐주시면 감사하겠습니다. 그리고 다른 영상들도 올라갈 테니까 기다려주세요. Say bye.
See you.
Bye.
See you soon.
Bye. Nice to see you guys.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
Try and cry myself to sleep.
Don't cry, Sid. Don't cry like Sonny.
I don't know who's going to cry more, me or Son. Who's going to cry more tonight?
Both of all of us. 네, 여러분 그럼 라이브 꺼볼게요.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.